Hey, what is up? What's going on? Hopefully everybody had a pretty good week this week. Honda, you never really, truly never cease to amaze me. the Honda Africa Twin for 2020. Upgrades, cool things, pretty neat stuff. Tell you what, we're going to talk about it. Hello and happy Friday to everybody. What a week, man. What a week. What a week. It's amazing. Things are always changing. Just when we think everything's going to stay the same, it always is changing a little bit. Anyway, hey, I'm Joe. Thanks for stopping in on your Friday, spending a little time with me. Hopefully you can make it to the end of this video and be part of it. Don't forget, if you like what you see, man, give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button and make sure you're part of it, and check out our website, 690adv.com. And if you need anything or if you just want to chat, 690adv@gmail.com, man. I'd love to get your email. We get quite a few of them throughout the week, and it's really cool to chat back and forth to everybody. I don't want to dig in too deep into that stuff, but Honda, man, I'll tell you what, it's like they just keep making waves all over the place, from winning the Dakar Rally last year with Ricky, was it Brabik or however you pronounce his name. Very awesome. USA guy. Bam. Awesome. Honda. The Africa Twin 2020 1100, or the CRF 1100. Man, I'll tell you what, they always just seem to really kind of step their game up. They added a bunch of really new, really good stuff. I read about it. I looked at the articles. I checked it all out, and man, I tell you what, you got to understand the future's here. People think we're going to get these bikes that don't have any electronics and really neat features and stuff. Man, just start buying older bikes, because they're not going to make that stuff for us anymore. But I will say this, that 2020 Honda Africa Twin CRF 1100, they really did some pretty cool stuff. I mean, it looks pretty much the same as, all the other ones from 2016 all the way up through 2019. It hasn't changed as far as the look of it. It still has that kind of, as I read once, an Angry Bird kind of look to the front, with the two headlights and all that, But it is different. It's different. And what makes it different is they narrowed the frame, which is really pretty cool. So they made it essentially skinnier. They made it skinnier, and by making it skinnier, that's going to help out basically down the road on several things. The engine is more powerful now. That 1100cc engine is going to be pumping out about 100 horsepower now, which is really cool, and the torque that they set on there is really, really, really cool. They have new settings that are actually for the torque on that bike, like wheelie mode and all this other stuff that's really cool. I mean, there's articles out there that you can read. I only have so many minutes before you guys drop off anyway, but they have 7 torque settings on this bike now, which is really cool, and everybody knows torque is really more important than horsepower. The bike's lighter. They're saying claimed wet weight, 501 pounds. Now, I get it. There's going to be guys out there that are like, 500 pounds, man. God, that's a fat pig. It's an adventure bike, man. Come on. It's an adventure bike. And adventure bikes are going to have some weight. There's just no way around that. It's got a new swing arm. It's definitely more beefier from what they're saying. New electronics package, 6.5-inch display on there. It really, that display, by looking at it and all the little touchscreen features and all that stuff, you know what it looks like? It looks like my Jeep. It's basically Apple Play for sure. You can just tell by looking at that. You'll see the pictures on screen. But yeah, it's got a 6.5-inch display, touchscreen, Bluetooth, the whole 9 yards, very cool. The seat height is still fantastic for short and any size rider from 33 to 34 inch. They have 2 different seat heights, which is really nice. And the seat is narrower. And they made it narrow to go with that new frame so that it's a little more slender, and which is nice because it's kind of like this 690, that slender, thin feel when you're riding a bike, especially most everybody out there really wants to be that the off-road guy, you know, Chris Birch or Chris Teach, or, you know, we're not that. We think we are, but we're not. But the thinner and the little bit lighter of that bike, I'll bet you off-road it's probably going to be pretty darn fantastic. I think it's going to be pretty nice. They added some other features like compact handguards, basically new, frame, you know, basically all the plastics and stuff that makes it look basically cooler and a little thinner and more slender. I mean, I just think overall with all the features, it's got cruise control now, which is really, really nice. Man, it is just like Grand Central for for social distancing. Kind of crazy. But yeah, you know, it's got all these different ride modes. It's got user modes where you can actually program your own modes in there now, which is really nice. I don't know. I just think overall, the 2020 Africa Twin, they made it lighter. It holds like 5 gallons of gas. It gets, I think, almost like, what, 40 miles of the gallon? You know, it's lighter. It's more off-roady set. It's got the new torque settings. You know, it just looks really, really sick. It looks super, super cool. The downside is it's about $800 more from the previous model, so it's going to put it at like 14.3, 14.4, somewhere around there. But I think they really are dialing in on really true adventure off-road. And that's truly where it's at, is being able to have the on-road, but also the off-road. That is a big, big deal. And I think Honda's definitely on the right track. What do you think? Put it down below. If you own an Africa Twin, what do you think about the new 2020? Have you done any research on it? Put it down there for other people that may be thinking about it. If you're like a, you know, guy looking for an adventure bike. I know next year I'm going to be looking at adventure bikes. I do know some other info that came out with KTM and stuff like that, and Husky, but I don't want to talk about this. This is really about Honda and that Africa Twin. I've had a soft spot for Honda for a long, long time, and I really love them, and I think they're on the right track, and it shows, not just in their adventure bikes, but also in their dirt bikes and their enduros. They're definitely on the right track. What do you think? Anyway, hey, don't forget, thumbs up, hit subscribe, be part of the channel, 690adv.com, and hit me up on email, 690avd@gmail.com, and don't forget our podcasts, Sundays, just whenever I get done with them. But hey, I tell you what, Honda 2020 Africa Twin 1100 CRF, man, I just think Honda's on the right track, and I think it's awesome because it's definitely, with the marketplace, they are creeping up on everyone else, KTM, everybody. Hey, I'm Joe. You guys have a fantastic weekend. Ride safe. Find your adventure. 690 out.